Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's been a little over a year since I've done this, but I've actually, uh, yeah, I have a little bit of an accomplishment. Uh, I actually sat down and I finally finished Atlas Shrugged. As you can see from my last little video posting, I made it about halfway. Oh God, it even has an advertisement. It has a freaking new reply card for freaking objectivism. Ugh. In this damn thing. Well, anyway, I posted earlier about how much I hate that book, and if you really want my opinion about what I think of that thing, just click on my previous video. I finally finished this damn thing, and the second part is even worse. God, it's horrible. Talk about, ugh, John Gold. Guy's name should be Mary Sue. The book is horrible. I actually got this from a Goodwill for 50 cents. Yes, I paid one half of $1. Um, yes, I paid fiat currency for this piece of trash, and quite frankly, it's horrible. Uh, I feel like I've been ripped. I still feel like I was ripped off. And so, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. And 35, what is it? 30, 35, 40 pages of the freaking speech at the end. Oh, the reason why everything's falling to crap is because you didn't do what I say. Like, you didn't do what I thought. Like you didn't follow my advice. Well, you didn't give your advice to begin with. So, but anyway, much better people than I have posted an in-depth analysis of this piece of fecal matter. So anyway, I had to get that bad taste out of my brain. So the best thing to do it with is, of course, when you want to read something that actually, is thought provoking, get that out of there. Like Alexander Solenskin's November 1916, not To the Red Wheel. Yes, it cost me $12 on Amazon. I'm pretty sure this is a library copy, but damn it, I finally got a hard copy of 1916, and then this next one up is the 1917 one. I was like, I used to have a paperback copy of August 1914, but I took it with me to well, as we in the, I'm in the armed forces, so I went on I intended to stay outside of the continental United States for about 7 to 8 months, and I had nothing to do, so I brought with me a few books. And I met a buddy of mine named Paul. He was actually operating the giant, eye in the sky, like a blimp that actually watches down on the whole perimeter and everything that's going on in there. And so, we got to talking about literature, which is a very big hobby of mine. And so I'm quite passionate about it. So I lent him my paperback copy of August 1914, and the guy got transferred to another base and I never got it back, so I'm gonna have to scrounge me up another copy. But yeah, I'm not too mad about it. I must have read the thing like about 4 or 5 times. Fantastic book. But if you're really into, if you want to explore Russian authors of the 20th century, I highly recommend Alexander Solenskin. Um, Not only this, I've sat down and I read Dan the Leffy and Ivanovich in the First Circle, Cancer Ward. Uh, I haven't even tried to tackle the Gulag Archipelago, mostly because it's just so big. But that's there. If you like theology and you like post-apocalyptic science fiction, which is all the rage this day, I highly recommend this one here. I Can Tell for Leibowitz by Walter Miller Jr. It's a fantastic read, fantastic. Actually, the reason why it has this sticker right here is because I got this from a base while I was, over there, not over here, and it's provided, you can't really read it, but this is provided by Operation Paperback. It's a charitable organization that sends books overseas to American soldiers so that they have something nice to read, which is fantastic. Another books that I've managed to tackle, which I thought were really, really good, was Hunter S. Thompson's Hell's Angels. That's a fascinating read. Uh, Basically, Hunter S. Thompson spent about a year with the Hells Angels in Los Angeles, California, and he chronicles everything that he saw and everything that they did. Uh, a really unique perspective of what was going on with that group at that time. I think it was like from 66 to 60, excuse me, 66 to like 68. Another fascinating book that I picked up and read, The Guns of August by Barbara W. Tuchman. Fantastic read. I actually picked this up at a used bookstore. Uh, Really, really good book. In-depth analysis of the First World War. Oh, I did manage to pick up a little bit of a treasure from Afghanistan. This is not all of what I managed to get, but this is actually uh, anybody who's been overseas knows that a lot of some countries you get deployed to don't really respect or even bother with copyright law. So, and especially for the Afghans. So I was actually surprised when I saw at an Afghani bazaar that they actually had books, like actual hard copy books printed up. And this one is the Afghan Culture and Proverbs by let's see, this is written by Muhammad Ali, by the House of Knowledge, Kandahar, Afghanistan. Fantastic book. I absolutely loved it. Basically, if you want an idea of what Afghanistan was like pre-Soviet invasion, you know, like before the Russians actually went in there and screwed everything up for everybody for a long, long time, it's a fascinating, you know, a brief little insight about the Afghan culture and proverbs. Uh, Another fantastic one is a selections from the poetry of the Afghans by H.G. Riverty. Another one that's produced, and I actually bought in there. Let's see. Oh, fantastic book. I like classical poetry, well, mostly because most modern crap is, well, crap. But those are one of the two. I also got a copy of The Great Game. Fantastic look of the foreign policy decisions that were going on between the British, Russians, and the whole Central Asia and the you know, the secret war going on for Central Asia, which pretty much kicked off right after the death of Peter the Great. Fascinating book. It almost reads like an adventure novel. Part of it deals with let's see, last place I stopped on that, it was dealing with the Russian, let's see, the British invasion of Afghanistan and their humiliating defeat back in 1844, and especially the massacre of the 44th Foot. Uh, it's really horrible, but it's still an interesting read. So those are some of the books I've been looking at lately. But again, this sucks.